welcome back to my channel. It's Ariana here for yet another YouTube video. And guys, as promised, I am back to give you guys more of just advice and information about my real estate journey. For those of you who are just now watching my channel for the first time, welcome. My name is Ariana and I got licensed to sell real estate in the state of South Carolina this past January of 2021, and I am super excited to be starting this journey. It has been great so far. I actually have a closing this Thursday, so I will be talking about that in a later video, but make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to make sure you keep up with all my amazing content that I'm going to be posting for you guys. But in today's video, I want to talk to you all about how I got my real estate license. That has been literally my most asked question. Like, people ask me all the time, how did you even go about getting your real estate license? Did you, take a class online, or did you get them by going to an actual in-person class? How did it happen? So today I'm here to share that information with you guys. Okay, so as far as how I got my license, I knew I wanted to do real estate school, and the thing is, whenever it comes to getting your license, you have several different options. There are so many. You can do online classes, you can do in-person classes, and for me personally, I am a visual learner, and I knew being in a classroom would be perfect for me. So I did some searching. There were some classes in some cities that are like 45 minutes away from me. I live in South Carolina. I live in a country town, so in the town that I live in, there was absolutely no real estate classes. So I ended up finding a course at our community college, which is probably about 20 minutes from where I live. And it's like a technical school, and they offered real estate classes. So I decided to go ahead and take them there. So when I took them there was 2 classes that I had to take. One class lasted probably about 3 months. The other class lasted a little shorter, maybe like 2.5 months. So overall, it did not take me very long to get my license. Because I was working a 9-to-5 at the time, I was actually going to night classes. So I was doing classes, I think my first class I was doing Tuesday, Thursday night classes from 6 to 9:45 at night. Yes, So yes, this is definitely a commitment. It is not something that you're just going to walk right into. Like, I was in class for a very long time, and trust me, whenever you're learning all of this information, it felt like a very long class. And so I did that my first class. My second class, I believe I had class on maybe Monday and Wednesday nights, and the classes were shorter, so I think it was from 6:30 to 8:45 or 8:30, which was a little better, but it still seemed pretty long. The second class was a lot more laid back than the first class, and I can't remember what they were called. I think the first one was Real Estate 101, and the second one was Advanced Principles of Real Estate, something like that. But yeah, I took both of those classes, and the first class, there is a mandatory test that you have to pass in order to move to your second class. And it took me 2 times to pass that test. I took it my first time and I did not pass. And I went back a couple of days later, ended up taking it again, and I passed it. Moved forward to my second class. I took that class and boom. Okay, after you finish your classes, then you get a certificate saying that you passed both of your real estate classes. After you get that piece of paper, then you're eligible to apply for your test. And your teacher should tell you about how to apply for your test. They should give you the application. All you have to do is fill it out and send it in. You do have to do a lot of mailing. I had to mail a lot of paperwork in order to be eligible to take my test. But after I got all of that paperwork in, they gave me a code to where I could go and sign up on a testing site. They have specific places where you can go test it. I went to those testing sites and I took my test and eventually passed. I plan on doing a video on my test experience, because I think a lot of people think getting into real estate and getting your license is super easy. And for some people it is. There are people who get in, they take their classes, they take their tests, and boom, they're licensed within no time. There are classes that you can take in 2 weeks and you pass your test and get licensed. That is not everybody's story, and if that's not your story, that's okay. If that's not going to be your story, that's okay. I knew for me personally, I cannot sit for 8-hour classes for 2 weeks, learn all this information, and then take my test and get out knowing what I learned. Like, that just wasn't realistic for me. And as well as the time frame that I was trying to do this in, like, I gave myself enough time to be able to get the test done and to actually learn something. But back to what I was saying, that wasn't my story. It took me months to get licensed, and that was okay because eventually I was able to do it. And look, now I'm a licensed realtor. So it's important to take the course that is best for you. If you're one of those people who can just pick up information really quickly and you don't mind sitting for 2 weeks for 8-hour classes 5 days a week and you want to just knock it all out, you can do that. If you're one of those people that doesn't mind reading and doing like online courses and you want to just do that and knock your class out, you can do that. For me personally, that wasn't me. I needed to sit in a classroom. I needed to learn. I needed to be able to ask questions, and that is exactly what I did. On top of that, my teacher ended up becoming my mentor. Still very close with him. I don't work under him, but I am a part of his team. Like, he doesn't have like a traditional team, but he has a group of students. He's about to retire, so people that he like refers to us, different things like that. Like, I was just able to make great connections. There's also a guy, really awesome guy that I met in school, that him and I are a part of the same brokerage. We're both working under our teacher, and we talk like every week. And you know, it's just good to have somebody who's new in the business, who, you know, you guys can compare experiences, even ask questions to, just to have people in your corner. It's just so important to network. And for me, the people that I talk to the most, I met in school. So yes, like, going to school is definitely a commitment, and like I said, it's not the easiest route. I'm sure it's a lot easier. Well, actually, no, it may not be easier to sit on a computer and learn, because like, y'all, it's a lot of reading. Like, I don't want y'all to go into this just thinking like, oh, this is gonna be easy, I'm just gonna sit down and I'm just gonna learn all of this little stuff and I'm just gonna take my test and blah blah blah. Like, this is not easy. Like, you're learning laws, you're learning vocabulary words, you're learning math. Like, it's a lot of math. You know, deed stamps, figuring out proration of, you know, leases, and proration of different things whenever it comes to like buying a house. Like, this is real stuff. It's not easy. I don't want you to just go into it. And I think that's what I thought too, especially going in like, I'm gonna go in here, get these licenses and get out, just because, you know, it makes it seem as though with the process being so short, or, you know, being that it can be so short, it makes you feel like anybody can do this, you know, like, and anybody can, but it takes some effort. So whenever it comes to picking your real estate classes, I will just say pick what's best for you. But for me personally, that is how I got my license. If you have any questions, please be sure to comment them down below. I'm really trying to make sure I comment back to everybody's comments, because I think it's just like so important to have people in your corner when it comes to real estate. Like, you need people to talk to, you need people to ask questions to, and it's like little lint flying all around. It's important. And one thing that I'm trying to do here is really trying to like build a community of people to where we can like talk and ask questions and bounce ideas off of each other, because in real estate, networking is so important. And I'm gonna do a video on that too later, because I had an awesome meeting with a friend today, and it just helped me understand how important networking is. So if you have any questions about my experience in real estate school, please comment them down below. I hope this helped. If you enjoyed this video, thumbs up this video. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do that. And I will see you guys in my next video.